ม่วง
Here we are in the red corner representing Thailand is Detrit Muang. Standing at 180 centimeters, our Thai fighter has a fight record of 70 fights, 45 wins, 22 losses and 3 draws. So a little bit more experience, which is not unusual for the Thai fighters. As we've mentioned before, they tend to start at an early age, about 5 or 6. They rack up the fights out in the provinces on the Muay Watch shows or maybe provincial promotions, fighting every 1 to 2 weeks. So, you know, in the West, we often have smokers or development days. This is kind of like their way of doing it. They just continuously fight, and rack up the experience that way, rather than having the sparring days. So we'll turn it over to Mark Abbott in the center of the ring before our bout this morning.
ท่านผู้ชมครับคู่แรกในวันนี้จะชมกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด 67 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที The opening bout is in Muay Thai at 67 kilograms, scheduled for 3-minute rounds. นักมวยในมุมดำ The fighter in the black corner น้ำหนัก 67 กิโลกรัม สูง 174. Weighing in at 67 kilograms, standing 174 centimeters tall. มาจากสหรัฐอเมริกา From the United States of America, this is Aaron Zaken แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 67 กิโลกรัม สูง 187 weighing in at 67 kilograms, standing 180 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทยFrom Thailand, this is Detrit Muang. And your referee, Nayamon Chai Wisule.
Here we go with the tail of the tape. Detrit Muang versus Aaron Zaken for our first bout of the day. Detrit with a little bit of a height advantage. Zaken, the bigger of the two. So Zaken actually was unable to make weight. So what happens in these circumstances is the opponent will usually get a cut of the purse. I believe it was 20%. So a considerable amount of money going Detrit's way in comparison. And usually the weight difference is just a kilo or 2, so Detrit will have the experience fighting larger opponents, going through that sort of Muay Wat, the festival fights. A lot of times you get matched up with people that might be bigger than you. So we'll see how things play out today, though.
Detrit sitting on the back foot, using some beautiful switch knees before, just countering Aaron's pressure.
Yeah, and you see a lot of experience from Detrit already controlling Aaron. There, the knee a little low. Zaken's leg kicks have been good so far. And he's coming out very, very hard, very aggressive as well.
Jumping kick there from Detrit. Aaron trying to come in with his own, with those elbows, trying to slip them through the guard there. Referee brings them back into the center ring.
And Detrit's corner, Tong, actually used to be a very good trainer out of Fairtex. Right before COVID, he obviously left ways because of the COVID crisis. Now training very, very good athletes out Muang, Dunchon, one of them, and of course our opponent here, or athlete here, Detrit. Oh, big hook there from Zaken.
Detrit's doing very well with some of the hand placement. He's using his long rangy arms very effectively as he places the hand over the eyes to obstruct Aaron's vision as he comes in with some of those knees. Also, the placement on the shoulder as he redirects Zaken from some of those exchanges with the hands there.
Yeah, I think those last body shots might have hurt Detrit. Nice elbow there from Zaken. Yeah, I definitely like the hand controls from Detrit. Smart work from him. Oh, cheeky up elbow from the Thai athlete. It's shaping up to be a very nice fight. Good clash of styles.
Zaken not doing such a bad job with his own hand control as he comes into the clinch, slapping that hand down, parrying the hand down, coming in with an elbow.
Yeah, it's just a different style of hand control, I would say. Detrit has more of a classic Muay Thai style. You can see he's got good stalling techniques here. Like that last clinch exchange. Detrit getting in close and then wrapping up his hands.
So that's the end of round one for our first bout this morning here at the famous Lumpinee Stadium.
And what a pleasure it is to call the fights here. I am Matt Lucas, and sitting next to me,
Joe Comerford.
Best looking man from all of Australia.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And
maybe second best after he got rid of his mullet.
You're not too bad yourself, Matt. You're not too shabby yourself, mate.
Definitely a face fit for radio. So
a face only your mother could love. Okay, so
I was orphaned as well.
Oh. Well, okay, I think that'll be enough self-deprecation this morning. We'll go and talk about the fight a little bit more. So, what did you think of that first round, Matt? I really like Detrit's hand control and the effective use of his Muay Thai style. You know, he wasn't always pushing forward like we see with fighters like Pech Bunchu or Yotin. He was using a little bit more effectively, like sitting on the back foot and exploding into some of those knees.
Yeah, good transition in the style, I think. And we see again, he's sitting back a little bit, soaking up some of the weapons. There's that jump in that you talked about, Joe. Nice 1-2 there from him. I think Zaken might have hurt his body a little bit with these big body punches.
Yeah, you can see that right arm just dropping a little bit, trying to protect his midsection.
No, I think this is shaping up to be a very, very nice fight, though. I might have had Detrit edge out that first round. What did you think?
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. I think Zaken will really have to put the pressure on in this round. Use some of those hands to the body, mix up the levels a bit. If I were Zaken, if I was Aaron, I would be going for that lead leg, chopping the lead leg, being the shorter fighter.
He did have some success in it in the first round. It seems like he's a little more focused on his hands now. A nice body kick there from him. Mainly relying on his boxing here. He's definitely putting a lot of pressure on Detrit.
Yeah, he's not giving Detrit the same amount of room to breathe as he did before. Detrit's having a little bit more trouble firing off some of those knees.
And there we see a stall in the clinch from Detrit. It's a very, very effective way to control the clock.
Nice lead left kick there. Not switching it, just throwing it up there to enter into the clinch. Beautiful stabbing knee there by Aaron as he's applying the D-lock.
And you'll hear the referee sometimes say things like a whoop, which is to sort of let your weapons go. A whoop being weapon. Just wanting more action. There's another big body shot from Zaken, but needing that knee. Oh,
yeah, he's got to be careful getting into that knee range of Detrit. They will take their toll on his midsection.
You know, especially coming or missing weight, sometimes that midsection can be a bit weakened. Zaken still trudging forward. Oh, rocked on that one, but That was a big shot from Detrit, but Zaken did a very, very good job with his recovery.
Very beautifully timed elbow from Detrit.
Yeah, not cut and just sort of knocked off balance. It seems like Zaken is still focused, not injured here. Oh, another big elbow. That looks like it might have rocked Zaken a bit. It was almost the same exact elbow.
What an interesting end to the round there.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that as Zaken went back to the corner, you could see his eyes were actually focused, which surprised me after those two massive elbows. We might see it in the replays. Beautiful hook there from Detrit.
Beautiful step up knee too there.
He had some stunning shots. But as Zaken went back to the corner, he dropped his mouthpiece out and was able to catch it, which to me was a big sign that he was still focused. There's that elbow, bang.
I think it just stunned him. I don't think it really rocked him or anything like that. Yeah, I don't think it would have hit him in the sweet spot. Probably just gave him a little bit of a shake-up and a bit of a warning to respect some of those elbows throughout the third round now coming up. I think Zaken will probably come straight out of the gates firing with the punches now that he's anticipating some of those elbows, probably respecting them a little bit more now.
Yeah, very surprised that Zaken has not been cut. Some of these elbows from Detrit have been very sharp. Oh, nice knee there from the American.
Yeah, good redirection using that lead hand looping around the neck there. Trying to drag the head down. Very nice work. Zaken edges forward. Very wide stance. Trying to throw those punches from the hip. Oh, nice little elbow there from Detrit.
Yeah, there's some of that great hand placement from Detrit, covering the face of Zaken and smothering him, making it difficult for him to breathe.
It's a very uncomfortable position to be put in when you're in the clinch. Beautiful rear kick. Oh, little sneaky elbow there from Zaken himself. Just finding it a little bit hard to find his position in the clinch there because Detrit is that much bit taller than Zaken. Can be hard to sometimes reach around and grab the neck. He's about half a head taller than Zaken.
Zaken putting on a good performance, though. 4 days notice. This is good showing from the American. He hasn't gassed out.
Very good performance for only 4 days notice. I didn't realize that. Very good, very impressive. He's not taken a back step this whole fight. Just
oh, nice 1-2 there from Zaken.
all gas, no brakes from this boy.
Beautiful knees, though, from Detrit. Oh, nice up elbow there from the American.
You could say Detrit looking a little bit more tired now as he looks up at the clock. Usually a pretty good indicator that he's starting to fade a little bit. So if Zaken wants to pull something out, he's got to pull it out now in the last minute.
I do think that Zaken needs to score a knockdown to get the win here. Ooh, and he might be able to get it with some of these body shots. You can see Zaken knows he's close to the kill here.
Yeah, you can
And
see.
you see a little bit of loss of momentum in the feelings of the corner as well. And there, Detrit almost turning his back. He wants a break. And he's getting in 30 seconds, but will Zaken force him to break sooner?
You can see he's using some of that stalling technique where he's trying to evade the punches and just lock onto the body. Beautiful kick there from Zaken. Zaken's going for the hunt. Just needs to get on the outside and use some of that boxing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, Joe. Detrit did a great job managing the distance there. A very, very entertaining fight for our first bout of the day. And you see Detrit cast out. And a smile on the face of Chow, his trainer. Not sure that Zaken took the win here, but put on a very, very good performance. What did you think of that last round, Joe?
I think you're right. You know, Zaken really needed to score a lot more using higher scoring techniques. You know, some of the boxing was really effective, but he really needed to get some of that dog inside of him and just chase him down a little bit more towards the end. Push off from the clinch, unload the hands to the body a bit more.
Yeah, I think pushing off in the clinch would have been the real key to get this fight to be a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout 29-28. 29-28, 29-28 และ 29-28 for the winner. In the red corner, Detrit Wow, what a fantastic opening bout here at Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมาคู่ต่อไปนะครับเป็นคู่มวยหญิงนะครับนักชกจากประเทศอิหร่านชกกับนักชกจากประเทศแคนาดา We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with female Muay Thai, a fighter from Iran and a fighter from Canada. Don't go anywhere.
Making it look like a piece of cake. The 19-year-old stands at 168 centimeters, 7 wins with 7 fights, so undefeated so far. Coming to us from Kieran Kettle's gym over in Canada. So did very well for herself out in Canada and fought 3 or 4 times out here in Thailand now.
Does a good job with the punches and the low kicks, like pretty aggressive.
Yeah, very, very aggressive. Pretty classic Muay Buek, just non-stop athlete. We'll see how she performs today.
And let's bring out the fighter in the red corner, Nilafar, the mat pour.
Coming into the red corner is Nilafar Nemapur, representing Iran. So our young female athlete from Iran this morning stands at 170 centimeters with a fight record of 21 fights, 14 wins and 7 losses. Of course, Iran having a big staple of fighters here in Thailand. Often a lot of the promotions you see very, very good Iranian athletes have a pretty good kickboxing scene over there in Iran. And they come over here to mix it up a little bit with the Muay Thai. So I'm expecting to see strong hands, lateral movement, explosive leg kicks from Nilafar. If I'm not mistaken, we have seen her fight here before.
We have. I think she's fought here maybe 2 or 3 times already, so pretty familiar face. Definitely has that Iranian style to her, more kickboxing.
ครับคู่นี้คู่ที่ 2 จะชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด 57 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 57 kilograms, scheduled for 3-minute rounds. นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 57 กิโลกรัม สูง 168 weighing in at 57 kilograms, standing 168 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศแคนาดา From Canada, this is Alireza Fairtex แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and her opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 57 กิโลกรัม สูง 170 weighing in at 57 kilograms, standing 170 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอิหร่าน From Iran, this is Nilafar and your referee พันโทหญิงนิชาพรเนียมโชติกุล
Here we go with the tail of the tape. Nilafar Nametpour versus Alireza Keck, Alireza Fairtex. So we'll see how this one goes. I think that Keck is just going to drive forward and Nilafar will try and use a lot of lateral movement. We'll see how things play out and how clear my crystal ball exactly is.
Matt the Oracle Lucas.
Yeah. I'm 100% right about 17% of the time.
Did you know that 47% of statistics are made up?
I thought it was 53.
There we are, the crystal ball coming to fruition as Elise is putting the pressure on early on the front foot.
Yeah, and some nice clinch work from Nilafar so far. Good lock there.
Good knee block too across the midsection of Elise. Nice stiff jab entry into the clinch there by Nilafar.
Yeah, and a fair amount of clinch work between the two, and I really like Nilafar targeting the thighs of Keck as well. But this clinch work is going to be a matter of conditioning.
Yeah, who has the stronger frame, who has the stronger midsection. Bit of body work there by Nilafar as well. She's mixing up the levels on the outside range. Alireza looks pretty comfortable there in the clinch. As soon as she gets that plum lock straight on the back of the neck of Nilafar, she doesn't look unfazed by it. Because, you know, sometimes Western athletes, they're not that comfortable in the clinch. So is that something she's been working on down there at Fairtex?
Yeah, I would say that she is. There are a lot of female athletes to clinch with, so she's definitely doing a good job. And they say in Thai, Zaken is to like swim your arms, or Lakan is to swim your arms up. It's to get that better positioning, and it definitely seems like Alireza, at least initially, is getting better arm positioning in the clinch. I don't think it's always playing out in terms of the effect of the knees, although that last barrage has looked good from Keck.
Nilafar's position starting to break a little bit. She's looking a little bit flustered there.
Yeah, I think this, oh, and turning her back there. that was a very dangerous sign. I think this might be an inflection point for Keck. Oh, and there, Nilafar looking up at the clock, wants that break. And stalling, and then easily turned there in the clinch.
So it'll be up to Keck really to capitalize on that psychologically of Nilafar at the later end of that round, really looking for the break there. You can see she was looking a little bit tired and flustered there.
Yeah, in the corner, she's a bit more hunched over as well. We saw a very brief clip, whereas Keck looks a lot more fresh. Here's some of the replays.
Nice inside elbow there from the Iranian there.
I do think that Nilafar probably has more weapons and experience, but I think conditioning is going to play a big factor in this fight. What do you think, Joe?
I would have to agree. Sometimes just grit and toughness and conditioning is what will get you through. You know, if you can wear the damage and walk through it and tire down your opponent, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Joe. Be an interesting second round. We have 3 rounds to go. Nice opening left kick there from Keck.
Tripling it up there too. Should be looking to lock on and use those stabbing knees that were working for her in the first round. Oh, big teep there from Nilafar. She's fighting for position there in the clinch. Looks like she's been told to pick up the pace by her corner.
Yeah, definitely good advice. And a lot of times, though, athletes will start off very strong in the first 30 seconds or so of the round, and then will start to fade if they do actually have conditioning problems. And I feel like here we're starting to see Nilafar fade.
Yes, the Oracle has spoken once again, people.
Yeah, there she clipped the rope with her elbow, which is usually a sign of fatigue. It's a little bit cheeky. You try and get your balance back.
And just some of the breaking and the positioning in the clinch as well, giving up her side a little bit more.
Yep.
There you can see Keck putting on that continuous pressure. Yeah, grabbing the ropes as well.
Oh, and then punching the body in the clinch, which is a pretty amateur move, to be honest. Yeah, her, and then there, Keck getting the back.
I think if Keck can capitalize on this, she could take this home very comfortably.
Yeah, there is a 10,000 baht knockout award presented from Fairtex Equipment.
And in terms of conversion rates, that's about $450 in Australia. So it's not a bad little pay packet for a morning's work. Beautiful pressure applied there by Alireza, just continuous onslaught.
Yeah, I feel like she's gaining control of this fight now. That first round may have gone Nilafar's way just from the experience factor. But you see a lot more effect from the strikes now of Keck. Ooh, that is a dangerous position there for Nilafar. Bent in half.
Beautiful stabbing jab there by Alireza. Just straight through the guard. Grabbing the ropes again.
Very clear grab of the ropes there from Nilafar. I think the referee is not positioned to see it. And you see during the break, Nilafar turns her back as well.
Those stabbing knees, I think they're really starting to take effect. As giving up the back in that last exchange there as well. Oh, great seeing eye, Oracle Matt Lucas. What do you see coming for the third round?
Yeah, I'm not sure that Keck is going to be able to score a knockdown or a knockout. I think that Nilafar is a bit too experienced, and also Keck is not quite experienced enough to pick the shots well enough to get the knockdown. I do think that is a possibility, though. I think that in this next round, Keck is going to continue to clinch and continue to dominate in the clinch. And Nilafar will probably start to stall a lot more.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if the third round she applies that same pressure that she did in the second, just wrenching onto that neck and applying some of those stabbing knees that she did in the second, we could see the posture break, the judges looking at that, and that could give Alireza the win. I don't think we'll see a stoppage. I think Nilafar's conditioning is just good enough, but we'll just have to see in round 3.
Yeah, and like I said, 100% of the time, I'm 17% right.
That is,
Or maybe it was 17% of the time, I'm 100% right.
I'm not going to throw any more statistics out there this morning.
But definitely a statistic that is right is the Keck is putting 100% effort into this fight. She's definitely done her conditioning and is coming in full blast.
Beautiful kick exchanges there by both female athletes. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
beautifully timed sweep there. That was great.
And Keck learning there from some of the clinch positionings. And again, there's a stall. One of the things I talked about
In your 17% correctness.
yeah.
Beautiful stabbing knees there by Alireza. Breaking the back there again.
Very dangerous position.
Doesn't necessarily score as we've talked about before, but it does look very good in the judges' eyes when you've got take your opponent's back like that. Makes you look very domineering there in the clinch.
You can think about scoring as having, there's some level of secondary characteristics is what I like to say, and domination is a second tier of scoring. You know, if everything's equal, the athlete that looks more dominating is going to win.
Beautiful left knee there by Alireza. Just popping them straight into the midsection of Nilafar there. And she's looking very gassed now, breathing very heavily on the back foot, just applying the teep.
Very nice lock there from Alireza.
I think you're right, Matt. I don't think we'll see a stoppage. I think we'll see it go right to the end. But Alireza's 100% commitment to this fight, and commitment to the pressure, might be enough to push her through for the victory. So about 30 seconds to go. Oh, there you can see that arm coming across.
Yeah. That last exchange, very, very dangerous. I think if this was a 5-round fight, I think Nilafar would be probably done for. But in a 3-round fight, I think she's going to be able to see the final bell in the next 10 seconds.
Beautifully caught teep there, taking the back. Very nice work there by Alireza. Very, very good fight from Alireza. He's only had about 7 fights, so I'm very impressed. She looks like somebody who fights, you know, sort of 20 fights, so very good. Very happy with that.
Yeah, still very young as well. I believe she's 18 or 19 and plans to stay in Thailand long term. So, you know, these sorts of fights are very, very good for her. I think in, you know, probably 2 years, she stays on track. She can be pretty top tier. I mean, yeah, about 2 to 3 years.
So we'll go to center ring, Mark Abbott, to see the official judge's decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout 29-28, 29-28, 29-28 และ 29-28 for the winner. In the black corner, Alireza Fairtex. Yet another fantastic bout. It is always fantastic to see female fighters here at Lumpinee Stadium. เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับคู่ต่อไปครับเป็นมวยไทยพิกัด 51 กิโลกรัม We'll be back after the break with more Muay Thai action at 51 kilograms.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
พื้นสุดตัว บ้านสุดโทรมส่วนผมสุดหล่อเฮ้ย
เฮ้ย เป็นไรอ่ะ
ไม่เคยเห็นเหรอ หล่อลื่น และนี่คือเลท่อเพราะว่าผมนั้น หล่อเท่ ที่ทำให้ผมมั่นใจขนาดนี้นะครับเป็นเพราะว่านี่เลยครับโกคาเวียคอนเซนเทรตเซรั่มนะฮะเป็นเซรั่มที่มีสารสกัดจากไข่ปลาคาเวียจากประเทศเกาหลีใต้นะครับผสมด้วยสารสกัดจากทองคำ 24K จากประเทศสวิตเซอร์แลนด์นะซึ่งตัวนี้นะฮะจะทำให้ริ้วรอยเนี่ยแลดูจางลงนะครับต้องบอกว่านี่คือไซส์ใหญ่นะครับ100 ml ครับราคาตอนเปิดตัวเนี่ย 1,590 บาทครับผมก็จะจัดโปรโมชั่นแบบนี้นะจะลดเหลือ 999 บาทใครโทรทันในช่วงในที่ทองครับมันจะเป็นซื้อ1ขวดใหญ่แต่แถมฟรีอีก3ขวดใหญ่เป็นทั้งหมด4ขวดใหญ่จ่าย999ใช่ไหมครับแต่สำหรับวันนี้ครับมันจะยิ่งกว่าใดๆในโลกนี้เพราะว่าวันนี้มันจะเป็นซื้อ1ขวดใหญ่แต่แถมฟรีให้อีก4ขวดใหญ่ไปเลยครับรวมเป็นทั้งหมด5ขวดใหญ่ครับแต่จ่ายราคาเดิมแค่999 บาทครับรีบหยิบมือถือขึ้นมาเลยนะฮะแล้วโทรมาครับที่เบอร์1451หรือ Line @amado นะครับเซรั่ม amado ที่ทุกคนเคยเจอนะราคาอยู่390 บาทครับขวดเท่านี้ฮะใช้2อาทิตย์ก็หมดนะครับแต่ถ้าเกิดว่าใครสั่งทันวันนี้นะครับคุณจะได้ใช้ขวดเท่านี้เลยฮะ100 ml ครับซึ่งหารเฉลี่ยออกมาให้แล้วนะตกขวดนึงเหลือแค่199 บาทครับรีบสั่งดีกว่าครับเพราะว่าวันนี้ครับ5ขวดใหญ่แต่จ่ายเพียงแค่999 บาทครับโทรมาหาที่เบอร์1451หรือ Line @amado ครับวันนี้จัดเต็มไปเลยครับซื้อ1ขวดใหญ่แถมฟรีอีก4ขวดใหญ่ครับรวมทั้งหมดเป็น5ขวดใหญ่จะใช้ได้ร่วม25เดือนครับเอา999หารด้วย750วันเนี่ยจะตกเพียงวันละ1 บาท 33 สตางค์เท่านั้นครับรีบโทรมาหาที่เบอร์1451หรือ Line @amado นะครับ
โปรโมชั่นตั้งแต่วันที่ 1 มิถุนายน 2516 ถึง 31 ธันวาคม 2516
ออมเบิ่มเบิ่มบัมบัมหยิบปุ๋ยกับวันขึ้นมาใช้น้อยจริงนะบนผลิตบึ้มใช้น้อยบึ้มใช้น้อยบึ้มบึ้มบึ้ม
ท็อปวันใช้น้อยผลผลิตปุ้มท็อปวันใช้น้อยผลผลิตเยอะ
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
สนับสนุนโดยเวเบอร์ผลิตภัณฑ์ที่ช่างเชื่อใจเจ้าของบ้านเชื่อมั่น
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fairtex Fight Muay Man Pan Extreme here at the world famous Lumpinee Stadium ผ่านไปแล้วครับ2คู่ทั้ง2คู่ครบยกนะครับอย่าลืมว่านักชกที่ชนะด้วยน็อกในวันนี้นะครับจะได้โบนัสจาก Fairtex Equipment 10,000 บาทเลยนะครับ Both the fights so far have gone the distance, but don't forget, any fighter winning by knockout will get a bonus from Fairtex Equipment of 10,000 baht. Now moving on to the third fight of the day. Let's bring out the fighter in the black corner, Juan Puyai, โจเนินไซไก่ชน.
So here we go into our third bout of the day of action-packed day so far. Walking into the ring now, we have Juan Puyai. Noi nice Sai Gai Chon. A little bit of a tongue twister there. So standing at 180 centimeters, he's had 50 bouts to his record. 39 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw. So a new athlete on the scene here for Fairtex Fight. We'll see how he does. This one at 51 kilos, so a bit smaller of weight. But standing at 180 centimeters, quite tall for this weight. I assume he will fill out a bit more later in life. His age isn't written down here, but I assume he's probably 18 years old. We turn it over to Mark Abbott.
And in the red corner, let's bring out Fairtex.
Here we are coming into the red corner representing Thailand and Fairtex Pattaya is Pet Fairtex. The age of 16, our young man stands at 169 centimeters with a fight record of 66 fights, 46 wins, 18 losses and 2 draws. Oh, Oracle Matthew, what can you tell us about Pet?
Well, looking back at the past is very easy. Looking into the future, not so easy. So Pet is a recent addition to the Fairtex stable. Came over from the Sitsala Watsua gym along with Kompet and Kongsuk. Believe both are Rajadamnern Stadium belt holders. There might be, I know Kongsuk has several Rajadamnern belts. Kompet, very accomplished. Pet's last fight here at Fairtex fight won by knockout, right hand, downing his opponent.
ตามชมครับคู่นี้คู่ที่ 3 จะชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด 51 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 51 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 51 กิโลกรัมสูง 172 weighing in at 51 kilograms standing 172 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand this is วันผู้ใหญ่โจนันไซไกชอนแล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 51 กิโลกรัมสูง 169 weighing in at 51 kilograms standing 169 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย also from Thailand this is Pet Fairtex and your referee จ่าสิบตรีอนุกูลตามศรีรำ
Here we go with the tail of the tape. Pet Fairtex versus Juan Puyai. John Non Sai Kai John.
อาวุธลงไม่ซ้ำแล้วมันจับนะออกเยอะๆไม่ต้องยกอย่างนี้คะแนนจะยกนะปุ้ม
And you can see, even across the ring, Juan Puyai standing a bit taller than Pet. Southpaw versus Orthodox for this one.
Beautiful southpaw kick there from Juan Puyai. Loading it up straight onto the arms of Pet. Both just starting off a little bit slower, feeling each other out at the moment. They perhaps could pick it up.
And great distance management there from Juan Puyai. Usually the southpaw athletes will have a advantage in terms of the scoring and timing. They'll just be more used to fighting orthodox athletes.
Nice straight hand, straight through the guard from Pet. Slick boxing there from Pet Fairtex. Oh, thundering rear southpaw kick there from Juan Puyai. Echoing through the chambers here at Lumpinee Stadium.
Today's show brought to you by Channel 7 HD and Taro Entertainment. Of course, a great shout out to our sponsors, Youth Sport Gear and Samo Tea. Seems like Pet is figuring out the distance a little bit better. Ooh, very nice combination work from Juan Puyai. Ooh, tagged him with that right hand.
Cheeky nod to acknowledge the power from Pet. Not scared, but still respecting the punches. Beautiful kick to punch there from Juan Puyai.
I definitely like that left kick of Juan Puyai's.
Very slick as he throws the hip into it. Just still feeling each other out. They're not quite committing 100% to putting the pressure on yet. Still finding the rhythm and the distance. As you can see there, both fighters trying to apply some fakes to work each other out. Beautiful rear kick there by Pet Fairtex as he tried to redirect Juan Puyai in that last exchange.
Oh, nice leg kick. Oh, beautiful hook there. Getting another nod of acknowledgement. Pet has said in an interview that his hands are his strongest weapons. They're definitely getting the respect of Juan Puyai.
Still, Pet has a very strong frame about him, positioning in the clinch there. He doesn't give up. He sort of doesn't just flop.
There's the end of the first round of action. How do you think that one went, Joe?
I think it's a little bit early to tell there from that first round, as both were still finding their range, finding their rhythm. Juan Puyai did a good job at throwing out some of those powerful kicks. Pet doing also a good job of finding his range with the punches, mixing him up there, just as we can see in the replay. For me, very, very even, I thought, between both fighters. How did you see it, Matt?
My eyes are just dazzled by our good DJ Sanook, but I think that that first round was pretty even. I think the first half of the round probably went Juan Puyai's way until Pet began to find his distance, was able to focus in and land some hands.
So let's see what round two brings us here at Fairtex Fight this morning.
The left kick coming out from Juan Puyai already. Oh, good hands there from Juan Puyai.
Big flurry of punches there from Juan Puyai, straight down the middle. Looks like Pet's just waiting for the kick so he can counter with that hook. Just creeping in, working that body a little bit. Big exchange there from Juan Puyai.
Very, very fast hands. Not a lot of effect to them, though, so won't necessarily score super high.
Big, powerful kick there.
That kick, however, would score as it really knocked Pet off balance. When you're looking at scoring, you're mainly looking at effective damage.
Beautiful step-up knee, entry into the clinch there from Juan Puyai. Very effective, very beautifully timed as well. I'm a big fan of that. Fake the front leg, come up with the rear.
Is it? You obviously had a decent amount of experience in the ring yourself. Is that something that you did yourself when you fought?
Yeah, that was a bit of my trademark, was the step-up knee. Even still on the pads, you know, I might be a bigger frame and a bigger belly these days, but I still love the step-up knee. And I love seeing when fighters utilize it, because it's a it's a very fundamental technique, but it's really effective. Using that fake to set up your power knee. We are Pet coming in with a rear kick himself. Just looking focused to find his moment where he can use those big hands of his.
One Pet very, very quick with these kicks and knees, though. Doing a good job controlling Pet, I feel.
Yeah, Pet taking some damage. He's looking for the golden goose, I think.
Pet definitely durable, though. Nice body kick there from Juan Puyai. Oh, a little bit of a low blow there and acknowledgement. The athletes do wear steel groin guards. Oh, big shot there from Pet.
Beautiful overhand right. Working the body now.
Oh, Yamin.
I think some of these punches are starting to have a bit of an effect on Juan Puyai.
Yeah, a good second round. That last 15 seconds or so for Pet. Not sure it stole the round, but definitely got a decent amount of acknowledgement.
That's the sort of stuff I would have liked to have seen Pet put into the first round. Start off with that kind of rhythm. I felt in the first round both fighters were just waiting to be at the punch, not being first to the punch in the first round, spending a little bit too long to figure each other out. But now in the second, they've picked it up. Juan Puyai using some good circling around to put that southpaw kick to action, as Pet starting to mix in some of those hands to the body, to the head, especially in that last 15 seconds, as Matt said. So we'll see what round 3 brings us here at Lumpinee Stadium. Fairtex fight every Saturday morning on Channel 7 HD at 10 a.m. Thai time. You can watch us on YouTube as well. Just type in Fairtex fight with myself, Joe Comerford, and Matt Lucas on the microphones.
And of course we have the press conference. Ooh, Keck coming in very hard and fast with the hands. Today we have a press conference announcing the Season 2 of the Road to One tournament. Very, very exciting Season 1 with Celeste Hansen, Yad Pupai, and Dead Doing Left winning the tournament last year. Going on to have great success in one Lumpinee.
Pet really putting on the pressure now in the third round. He must have got a bit of a spray from his corner.
And he's having success with this increased amount of pressure. Juan Puyai is having a bit more difficulty timing him.
I think some of those body shots have broken his frame a little bit too. He's looking very flustered on the back foot there.
Oh, bang! And he's... Will he go down?
Oh! Big flurry of punches to put Juan Puyai to the ground there. Beautiful work by Pet Fairtex from Pattaya.
Yeah, the second hand punch KO from Pet, who has tremendous punching power. The first time his last showing here at Fairtex, I believe it was an overhand right. This one, a body shot.
Oh, that hook!
Yep.
Doubling it up, working the body, breaking the frame. Too much for Juan Puyai this morning here at Fairtex fight. Beautiful boxing. Ferocious hands from Pet Fairtex. Look at that doubling up of the body shot, ripping it in. Oh, I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. Very exciting stuff here this morning. We'll go over to Mark Abbott.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round number 3, we have a winner by knockout in the red corner, Pet Fairtex. และขอเรียนเชิญคุณเปรมนะครับ CEO Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme มอบโบนัสนะครับจาก Fairtex Equipment 10,000 บาท Fantastic fight there, picking up that bonus in the third round เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับคู่ต่อไปครับนักชกจากประเทศอังกฤษปะทะนักชกจากประเทศไทยครับเป็นคู่มวยยิงนะครับ We'll be back after the break with female Muay Thai. A fighter from the United Kingdom takes on a fighter from Thailand. See you after the break.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพันเอ็กซ์ตรีม
สวมโอทีดีดีดิเพราะเขามีซิงค์มีแอลคาเนิทีนมีวิตามิน B2 B3 B6 และ B12
และมีโสมสกัด
สวมโอทีขวดใหญ่แค่10 บาท
ศุกร์ที่ 28 กรกฎาคมนี้รวมไฟท์ประทับใจจากวันลุมพินี 6 เดือนแห่งความมัน รวมกันมาไว้ให้แล้ว ดาวดังวันลุมพินี คนไม่ยอมคน เสกสรรอขวัญเมือง ก้องชัยชไหนดอนเมือง จอมทำลายล้าง ยอดเหล็กเพชรอัจฉริยะ และไฟท์ประทับใจอีกมากมาย จากคนดังจากช่อง 7 พลาดไม่ได้ด้วยประการละทั้งปวง 2 ทุ่มครึ่งเป็นต้นไปที่ช่อง 7 HD
ปุ๋ยเต็มสูงกล้าหัววัวคันไถสแกนแล้วรวยเปิดกระสอบกดสแกนกรอกสมัครช่อง3ต่อสะสมแต้มแลกบัตรกำนันแทนเงินสดลุ้นสร้อยทองรายเดือนและรางวัลใหญ่สร้อยทองมอเตอร์ไซค์รถไถและรถกระบะรวมมูลค่ากว่า50 ล้านบาทถึง14 กุมภาพันธ์ 2567
เกเลย
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพันเอ็กซ์ตรีม
สนับสนุนโดยปุ๋ยท็อปวันใช้น้อยผลผลิตเยอะ
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fairtex Fight Hoi Man Pan Extreme here on Channel 7 HD at the iconic Lumpinee Stadium ผ่านไปแล้วครับ3คู่2คู่แรกครบยกคู่ที่3นะครับมีน็อกและได้รับโบนัสนะครับ 10,000 บาทจาก Fairtex Equipment คู่ต่อไปครับคู่ที่4จะเป็นมวยไทยครับ 58.5 กิโลกรัม Let's bring out the fighter in the black corner Irony Fairtex
So here we go. From the UK, we have Aini Lawrence, or Aini Fairtex, a sponsored athlete of the Fairtex Training Center in Pattaya, Thailand. They're her trainer champ, one of the modern-day legends of the sport. Champ trains a lot, very, very high-level athletes. Nakwa, Stamp, Ferrari. So a former fighter himself, Aini, coming to us from the UK out of House of Paint Gym. The 20-year-old stands at 168 centimeters, 17 bouts to a record, 15 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Recently fought for a WBC, I believe, European title. Also appeared on one Lumpinee, winning that fight. Has machine gun punches. Comes in behind a teep as well. We'll see how she does here today. Excited to see Lawrence in the ring.
And in the red corner, let's bring out Nong Leg Pine Pacific.
So here we are in the red corner. Representing Thailand is Nong Leg Pine Pacific. The age of 17, our young fighter has a fight record of 32 fights, 17 wins, 11 losses, and 4 draws. I do believe we have seen Nong Leg fight here a fair bit, maybe 2 or 3 times. Very experienced fighter with 30 fights.
Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind.
We'll see what Nong Leg brings today. I believe she's got very strong punches.
You know I be on the way.
Straight down the line.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on the way.
Fighting Ioni Lawrence from Fairtex. So a Thai foreign matchup this morning.
Here's the motto, hard work, this over everything.
We'll go over to Mark Abbott.
It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the past and the run back. Yeah, I'm far ahead and gotta run last. but we ain't letting up.
ครับคู่นี้คู่ที่ 4 จะชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด 58.5 กิโลกรัม 3 ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 58.5 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting out of the black corner น้ำหนัก 58.5 กิโลกรัม สูง 168 weighing in at 58.5 kilograms standing 168 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอังกฤษ from the United Kingdom this is Lumpinee Fairtex แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and her opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 58.5 กิโลกรัม สูง 165 weighing in at 58.5 kilograms standing 165 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand this is Nong Pine Pacific and your referee วัชรพรประทุมชัย
Here we go with the tail of the tape, Nong Pine Pacific versus Aini Lawrence. Aini Fairtex, both of these athletes coming in at 58.5 kilos. So a growing division of female athletes in different weight classes as well. Typically in Thailand, the female athletes go from 52 to 57, but more the weights going up for female athletes. We're seeing more 58, 60 kilo fighters. And our referee in the ring now, a former fighter herself, Western boxer. Some of the machine gun punches from Lawrence coming out already.
Nice caught teeth and push off the sternum there again. She's doing a good job of that.
Yeah. Oh, rocked her with that right hand. And the machine gun coming out with the heavy artillery.
I think
this is going to be a hard fight for Nong Puyai to come back from.
I think her confidence would be a little bit shattered at this point early on with some of those ferocious punches. Oh, straight down the line, working the body up again. Great machine gun, heavy artillery from our female athlete from the UK, Yamin Lawrence.
Just blasting away here.
Oh, straight knee. A little bit uncomfortable in the clinch there by the looks of it.
Nong Puyai just stalling in the clinch there. She's got a very, very good body kick, Nong Puyai. And obviously, I think if she's able to survive and keep landing, it will take some of the sting out of Ainu's punches.
Not really effective knees from Nong Puyai there in the clinch. I think she might be gassed a bit from some of those body punches. Beautifully timed kicks though.
Yeah. I love these kicks from Nong Puyai. You can see in the clinch that Nong Puyai, I feel, is just primarily looking to stall.
Yeah, her knees aren't that effective in the clinch. If Ione can apply the pressure continuously and use those machine gun punches as you were talking about before, she could drop her again for another 8 count.
Yeah, I think Aini needs to figure out that distance between the clinch and the punches.
Yeah, not get into clinching range where Nong Puyai will just stall.
And also stay close enough that Nong Puyai isn't able to get off some of these effective body kicks too.
But she just whips them in, uses her full hip rotation into some of those kicks. And if she keeps racking them up, it can break the posture and the conditioning of Ione. fairly good first round from Ioni, I thought. How did you see it going, Matthew?
Yeah, obviously with that knockdown, it went Ioni's way. 10-8 round because of the knockdown. But we'll see how this next round goes. There's that right hand just wobbled her. And then there's a barrage of non-stop punches from Lawrence from the UK. Beautiful right hand going right through the guard.
We'll see if she can keep up that immense pressure in the second, because it takes an incredible amount of conditioning and fitness to keep up that kind of pace for 3 rounds.
Yeah, totally agree with you, Joe.
So perhaps we might see her fade a little bit into the second and Nong Puyai come back with some of those kicks. See what the second round brings us here at Fairtex fight. You can see there Lawrence just eager to go. Big teep there from Lawrence. There's that kick again from Nong Puyai, sitting on the back foot again.
Yeah, now standing in southpaw, utilizing that rear kick very, very well, turning it into that stall. Very smart work here from Nong Puyai.
Beautiful kick there, right straight up onto the guard of Ioni. I think that hand could drop soon. Very effective kicking technique.
Oh, beautiful up elbow there from Nong Puyai.
Yeah, very beautifully timed there, good timing. And as I said, I think Ioni might be starting to fade a little bit from that immense pressure she put on in the first round.
Yeah, and if Nong Puyai is able to continue to utilize these rear body kicks, she might be able to slow down Ioni, potentially get a huge scoring kick in. Definitely a change in pace from that first round.
Good timing with the elbows from Nong Puyai. Just waiting for Ioni to come. Step in with that rear elbow. There's a bit of an egg on Ioni's head there.
I would say it's more than a bit. Looks like Baker's dozen there on her forehead.
Oh, beautiful kick there. Oh, lost balance. Not a knockdown, just a slip there. Beautiful evasion there by Nong Puyai. I really like what she's doing there on the back foot.
Yeah, it's very smart tactics from Nong Puyai. Controlling the range here.
She's worked out the timing of Ioni, I think. Though Ioni just keeps marching forward, she's got a huge heart, I'll give her that.
And some of these punches are landing clean from Lawrence. Oh, great positioning there from Lawrence.
I think some of those knees did hurt. Yeah, Nong Puyai. She's looking very disheartened now on her face.
Again, the conditioning might be the big factor here for this fight.
Yeah, Nong Puyai just with a slightly bigger frame of the two at this weight. Beautiful kick there.
Oh, beautiful knee right up the middle from Lawrence. So, Joe, what did you think of that last round?
I thought it was pretty close, to be honest, because, I mean, Nong Puyai did a fantastic job with those kicks, but really, really faded there toward... glad we're doing commentary and not comedy.
Yeah, I'd definitely be sent home.
Beautiful rear kick there from Nong Puyai sitting on the back foot. Looks like she's got a bit of a second wind now. Ioni just continuously coming forward with those straight hands. Oh, out the ropes.
Yeah,
good save there by the referee.
You see Ioni muscling Nong Puyai. Good positioning there from Ioni. She's sort of doing a few rabbit punches to the body. I think if she maybe sat down on the punches a little more, be a bit more effective. Nice right knee from Lawrence.
Nice kick there from Lawrence, trying to break the posture. Straight punches straight through the guard.
Nong Puyai going back to that power kick. Oh, good up elbow from Nong Puyai.
Nong Puyai starting to look very tired now, breathing very heavily.
Ioni has been non-stop this entire fight.
Yeah, just continuously marching forward. Oh.
Yeah, and they're waved off. I think that was an appropriate call. Just the posture of Nong Puyai starting to break very fast. If it had gone on, I feel like she would have been knocked out.
Yeah, she could have got very hurt. So a very good, appropriate call by the referee there. Of course, all our referees being highly experienced professionals in the sport. So we'll go over to Mark Abbott for the official judge's decision there. Says some of the replays, those machine gun hands there by Ioni Lawrence. And then there's the wave off by the referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round number 3, we have a winner by a technical knockout in the black corner, Ioni Fairtex. และขอเรียนเชิญครับคุณเปรม the founder of Fairtex Fight มามอบรางวัลครับ bonus of 10,000 baht from Fairtex Equipment. What a fantastic fight there with Ioni Fairtex picking up that 10,000 baht bonus. เราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากันคู่ต่อไปครับ นักชกจากประเทศอิหร่านปะทะนักมวยไทยพิกัด 69 กิโลกรัม We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our next bout at 69 kilograms. A fighter from Iran and a fighter from Thailand. Don't go anywhere.
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme
เอาละฮะพี่บีต้องบอกว่าช่วงนี้นะครับเป็นฤดูฝนนะฮะก็ต้องฝากความห่วงใยนะได้ยินมาตั้งแต่เด็กๆนะเวลาฝนตกก็อยากให้ทุกคนใส่ใจตัวเองโดยเฉพาะคนที่แบบว่าพออากาศเปลี่ยนปุ๊บวันนี้เลยเอาคอลลาเจนนะครับที่มีวิตามินซีเนี่ยผสมอยู่ด้วยพี่บีหลายคนก็จะคุ้นเคยว่าเป็นคอลลาเจนกระป๋องส้มทองของอามาโดนั่นเองนอกจากวิตามินซีแล้วนะอามาโดยังใส่คอลลาเจนไดเปปไทด์ที่นำเข้าจากประเทศญี่ปุ่นเข้าไปอีกด้วยนะครับที่วางอยู่ข้างหน้าพี่บีอ่ะมันคืออะไรกันแน่ครับพี่บีครับ
บอกว่ากระป๋องนี้นะคะใส่ในส่วนของกลุ่มสมุนไพรไทยสารสกัดจากสมุนไพรธรรมชาติที่ประกอบไปด้วยสารสกัดจากขิงสารสกัดจากกระเทียมสารสกัดจากมะตูมสารสกัดจากพลูขาวด้วยค่ะ
พี่บีพร้อมไหมวันนี้นะครับบอกก่อนไม่ได้ให้พันนะครับแต่เป็นซื้อ2แถม
8 ไปเลย นี่ 10 กระป๋อง 1 ล้านมิลลิกรัม 1,990 พร้อมแล้วโทรมาได้เลยครับที่ 1451 หรือ Line แอดอาร์มาโดนะครับขอแค่ยิงมาให้เป็น100 สายแรกเนี่ยรับรองว่าได้สิทธิ์แน่นอนเพราะเป็นครั้งแรกที่คอลลาเจนของอาร์มาโดนะครับเหลือกระป๋องละ 199 บาทนะครับแต่ต้องโทรทัน100 สายแรกนี้เท่านั้นนะครับถ้าเกิดว่าโทรไม่ทันขอกลับมาตรงนี้ก็คุ้มอยู่แล้วถือว่าอุดหนุนลูกอุดหนุนหลานนะครับซื้อ2แถม6นะครับแต่วันนี้ลืมเรื่องกำไรไปเลยเพราะว่า100 สายแรกเอากระป๋องที่8เอาไม่ใช่สิเอากระป๋องที่9เอากระป๋องที่10ไปเลยแหมสคริปต์จะไม่ค่อยคุ้นเท่าไหร่นะเพราะวันนี้มัน10 กระป๋อง1 ล้านมิลลิกรัมจ่ายแค่ 1,990 รีบโทรมาก่อนนะครับที่ 1451 หรือ Line แอดอาร์มาโดนะครับเพราะว่าโปรโมชั่นนี้ไม่ได้มีกันมาบ่อยๆนะครับทุกคนเคยเห็นครับซื้อ2แถม4แบบนี้ก็เป็นแบบว่าครึ่งปี600,000 มิลลิกรัมกินได้6 เดือน 1,990 มีอยู่จริงถ้าเป็นรายการสดครับเราก็จะบอกว่า2แถม6แบบนี้เป็น800,000 มิลลิกรัม 1,990 บาทแต่วันนี้100 สายแรกครับซื้อ2แถม8ไปเลยครับกลายเป็น10 กระป๋อง1 ล้านมิลลิกรัมนะจ่ายแค่ 1,990 รีบโทรมานะครับที่ 1451 หรือ Line แอดอาร์มาโดนะครับ
โปรโมชั่นตั้งแต่วันที่ 1 มิถุนายน 2516 ถึง 31 ธันวาคม 2516
ออมเบิ่มเบิ่มบัมบัมหยิบปุ๋ยกับวันขึ้นมาใช้น้อยจริงนะผลผลิตบึ้มใช้น้อยบึ้มใช้น้อยบึ้มบึ้มบึ้ม
ท็อปวันใช้น้อยผลผลิตปุ้มท็อปวันใช้น้อยผลผลิตเยอะ
ไม่มีลิมิตไม่ผิดใช่ไหมอุปสรรคใหญ่แค่ไหนต้องหลีกทางให้คนใจเกินร้อย
Fairtex Fight มวยมันพันเอ็กซ์ตรีม
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fairtex Fight Muay Man Pan Extreme here on Channel 7 HD at the prestigious Lumpinee Stadium ผ่านไปแล้วครับ4 คู่ 2 คู่ครบยกอีก 2 คู่มีน็อกนะครับและได้รับโบนัสจาก Fairtex Equipment 10,000 บาทเลยนะครับคู่ต่อไปครับคู่ที่ 5 มวยไทยพิกัด 69 กิโลกรัม Let's bring out the fighter in the black corner Alireza จอยพิชาติมวยไทย
So here we go into our final bout of the day, our main event. We have Alireza or Apitat Muay Thai with the legendary Diesel. He is a former trainer of the year, was a trainer for a long time out of FA Group in Thailand, in Bangkok. Now has a small gym located right outside of his home. I believe it's in Singbury, north of Bangkok, about an hour and a half. So Alireza in very, very good, capable hands. Stands at 176 centimeters, 32 bouts to his record, 26 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, 32 bouts to his record. So we'll see how he does here today.
And in the red corner, let's bring out 12 ปนาเกียรติวินัย
Here we are in the red corner representing Thailand is Tipsong Pana Yaswinai, standing at 178 centimeters with a fight record of 80 fights, 50 wins, 30 losses. So a fair bit of experience from Tipsong Pana. Not uncommon for Thai athletes to have 80 to 100 fights, as a lot of them fight when they're young. Spoke about this before, probably about in the first bout. You know, a lot of the Thai athletes, they start when they're about 5 or 6, rack up the fights out in the country on the Muay Watch shows or the provincial stadiums, fight every 1 to 2 weeks. So instead of like the traditional sparring days that we might have in Australia or America and Europe, they just fight. They fight regularly. That's how they get their experience. When they're kids, they can fight really regularly because they don't have that man strength or the power. So they don't get injured as much. So we'll see what Song Pana brings us this morning.
ท่านผู้ชมครับคู่นี้คู่ที่ 5 จะชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด 69 กิโลกรัม 3 ยก ยกละ 3 นาที This is a Muay Thai bout at 69 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก 69 กิโลกรัมสูง 176 weighing in at 69 kilograms standing 176 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศอิหร่าน from Iran this is Alireza Joabichat Muay Thai แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก 69 กิโลกรัมสูง 178 weighing in at 69 kilograms standing 178 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand this is 12 ปนาเกียรติวินัย and your referee นายบุญเลิศแก้วพิทักษ์
Here we go with the till the tip Tipsong Keck versus Alireza Joabichat Muay Thai.
Trained by the famed Diesel.
Trainer of the year, I believe, in 2007?
I think so, yeah.
Around there. It was really at the height of Pet Boonchu FA Group's fight career. Pet Boonchu got maybe 14 stadium titles, and Diesel was the impetus for that as trainer for the entire time. The trainer also of Jotun FA Group.
Very interesting guard there by Tipsong Pana.
Very tight. Looks a bit low, almost like a boxer's guard.
Very focused. Very big frame for 69 kilos. Oh, beautiful left kick there by Tipsong Pana. I'm a big fan of left kicks. I love when it just switches up really quickly straight onto the guard of the other fighter.
It seems like Tipsong Pana is soaking up the damage and maybe trying to figure out the timing of Alireza. But a lot of times the foreign fighters won't have the same understanding of rhythm as Thai athletes, so it doesn't make as much sense to try and wait them out.
Sometimes it's also just adjusting to see what power they've got, how much they need to respect their opponent. See Alireza relying on some of that more kickboxing-esque style, sort of in, out.
I believe he's from Iran. A lot of the Iranian athletes have a more kickboxing style to them.
And sometimes, you know, with that kickboxing style, they bring a little bit of jittery energy. So not so much from Alireza, but a little bit this morning as he comes in and out. Oh, solid left kick from Tipsong Pana.
It's a sort of left kick that will break an arm.
When the timing is right.
Oh, again, nice punches from Tipsong Pana.
He's just got such an interesting body frame for a Thai.
Yeah, very, very muscular.
There's that left kick again. I think it could break the guard of Alireza fairly quickly into the second. See that lead hand drop down. It's something I often talk about is when fighters, they kick onto the arm of their opponent, you know, rack 5, 6, 7, 8 of those up, and the guard tends to drop a fair bit. So let's have a look at some of these replays.
How did you have this one scored, Joe?
I think it's a little bit early to tell, but I did like some of the work that Tipsong was using with that left kick. Just every time it hit Alireza, it thundered through here in the stadium, much like that storm last night.
There's Diesel giving advice to his young warden. I think he's encouraging him to try and punch through some of those kicks. It's monsoon season here in Thailand now, so heavy rains for the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, on the way here to the stadium, I was having to swim my way through the floods, take off my wetsuit and my snorkel.
It's been a great day of action so far here at Lumpinee. Of course, brought to you by Youth Sport Gear and Taro Entertainment. The 10,000 baht bonuses coming to us from Fairtex equipment.
You can see Alireza starting to use some of those punches a little bit more now, early in the first round. Oh, nice evasion there by Tipsong.
Yeah, there's that left kick. Oh, again, blasting it out.
Up low, up high, nice work.
Alireza has decent power, though.
Stalling the clinch. Big leg kick there from Tipsong on the back foot now as Alireza's trying to apply a little bit more pressure, pushing him against the ropes. Oh, not flustered. There's that traditional kickboxing style where they try and swipe away the kick with the lead hand.
Yeah, it still scores though. Oh, nice boxing there from the Iranian.
Yeah, good mix up of the levels there.
I think that leg is injured. And
yeah, it's starting to buckle.
And Tipsong realizes it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna capitalize on that lead leg being very damaged now.
You saw it right after that first one, it was damaged, and then he successively went to it 2 or 3 times. I think he can set it up if he keeps with this left kick and then goes down low to that right low kick. Yeah, there it is.
Matthew the Oracle Lucas bringing you predictions.
Oh, nice knees to the body. I'm not sure that Alireza will see the round out.
Yeah, we'll see if Tipsong goes to that lead leg again. Yeah, there it is.
And it's definitely injured.
Oh, you can see it buckling.
Has maybe 3 or 4 more. And then it's really allowing Tipsong to get in these dominant positions. Just grabbing his back and and a cut. Oh, and he's diving in now, trying to save himself. I think he will see the end of the round. I'm not sure that this fight will go to decision, though.
Yeah, we'll see what the third round brings us. Nice work from Tipsong there in the second round. As he was waiting it out in the first, and then applying some solid pressure there in the second, buckling that lead leg of Alireza with those concrete leg kicks, chopping the tree, as Matt likes to say, which I think is no, it's puncturing the tire is the translation from Thai, if I'm not correct.
You are correct.
Oh, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Sorry.
You're getting your words correct about 17% of the time, 100% of the time.
Would you believe that English is my first language? And only language.
So the tie for it is Dao Yang. Dao being to puncture and Yang being tire. So you puncture the tires. Definitely a very dominant second round from Tipsong Pana. We'll see how he goes in this final round of action. Good show of sportsmanship.
Oh, there's that left kick again, straight onto the guard. Just waiting.
Oh, calling him on. Oh, I don't think he can take many more of those leg kicks.
All those left kicks too.
The left kick is one of those kicks that could break an arm.
Oh, there it is again. Beautifully timed by Tipsong Pana, just waiting for Alireza to leap in with that lead jab and then swing the kick up. Not even switching it sometimes, just lifting it up. Very comfortable there.
You can see his weight is on the rear leg here, Tipsong Pana, which makes that left kick come up a bit faster. You can just sort of flick it up. I do think if he's able to end it, it's actually not going to be that left kick. It's going to be from the leg kicks.
He's very happy with his work. He keeps smiling, egging Alireza to come in so he can time that left kick. I think even on points, he's comfortably scoring very well. He's loving that left kick though. Inside left kick there from Tipsong Pana.
And great balance from him.
Good smothering in the clinch there, applying that hand over the... Oh, taking the back, pushing it through the ropes. Very domineering there, very domineering position. About 30 seconds to go in the last round.
I think Ali is going to see the end of this round, but he's definitely going to go home very injured. He's got that cut on the brow. Probably have a little bit of difficulty walking, and then that right arm is probably going to be sore for days.
There it is, that left kick. Common theme throughout this fight this morning. And that is the end of the final round. Both fighters hugging it out there, showing good sportsmanship. What did you think of that final round, Oracle?
It was pretty dominating from Tipsong Pana. I think a pretty easy decision for the judges as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think with a little more power behind the left kick, it could turn into a more devastating weapon. Athletes like Bukal Banchamek have a very devastating KO ability with the left kick. We go to Mark Abbott.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout 30-27. 30-27, 30-27,และ30-27. For the winner, in the red corner, Tipsong Panaเกียรติวินัย ท่านผู้ชมครับเราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมาคู่ต่อไปนะครับคู่เอกในวันนี้ Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our next bout, the main event. Don't go anywhere.
Fairtex fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fairtex Fight Muay Man Pan Extreme here at the world famous Lumpinee Stadium สำหรับใครที่เพิ่งมานะครับคุณมาทันคู่เอกของเราในวันนี้ครับ For those of you just joining us, you are in time for our main event. Let's bring out the fighter in the black corner, Angelos Yakumis.
So here we go into the last bout of the day. Angelos, the bullet. Kumese, the 30-year-old, standing at 167 centimeters, 34 bouts his record, 22 wins, 12 losses. Very, very familiar face here at Fairtex Fight. Fought on One Lumpinee several times. Also, I believe he was in the Road to One tournament. Had a few knockout wins. Knocked out Pedetsuk. Fairtex has dangerous, dangerous hands. Also fought Y2K Fairtex. So Angelos making a move from Powerhouse Phuket to Yak Yai Muay Thai Gym down in Phuket recently. Yak Yai, a new gym owned and operated by American athletes Casey Carlos and Henry Lee. So both of them accomplished athletes there. Trainer Big been with
and them. In the red corner, let's bring out Yamin PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym.
So here we are in the red corner, representing PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym is Yamin from Thailand. Standing at 180 centimeters, Yamin has a fight record of 120 fights, 90 wins, 28 losses, and 2 draws. So very, very, very experienced young athlete this morning.
And PK Sanchai was just down there yesterday. It's a real hot spot for athletes in Thailand. They, of course, have Tawanchai, PK Sanchai, also God IQ, one of my favorites, down there, as well as Onion Topic and Wanchalong. Host some very, very good athletes. The Hugh O'Donnell, our Australian friend, is preparing for the Rebellion 8-man eliminator. Very, very good things happening in the world of Muay Thai. Does some shows like Fairtex, Rebellion as well. Good Australian friends. So Yamin, trained by Son, one of the head trainers, a former trainer out of 13 Coins, one of Sanchai's trainers during Sanchai's heyday in the stadiums.
This is the main event คู่เอกในวันนี้จะชกกันในรูปแบบมวยไทยพิกัด61กิโลกรัม3ยกละ3นาที A Muay Thai bout at 61 kilograms scheduled for 3-minute rounds นักมวยในมุมดำ fighting in the black corner น้ำหนัก61กิโลกรัมสูง167 weighing in at 61 kilograms standing 167 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศกรีซ from Greece this is Angelos Yakumis แล้วคู่ต่อสู้ของเขาในมุมแดง and his opponent fighting in the red corner น้ำหนัก61กิโลกรัมสูง180 weighing in at 61 kilograms standing 180 centimeters tall มาจากประเทศไทย from Thailand this is Yamin PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym and your referee จ่าสิบตรีพิเชษฐ์กหกสิทธิ์
Here we go with the tail of the tape. Yamin PK Sanchai Muay Thai Gym against Angelos Yakumis. So the bullet from Greece versus Yamin from PK Sanchai. PK Sanchai located in Klong Doi, sort of mid-central Bangkok. Yak Yai Gym located in Chalong, right across the street from Soi Tayet, a relatively new gym, but experienced athletes running it. We'll see how things go here. Angelos comes from a kickboxing background, not really too apt to block that much. We'll see how Yamin does against it. Angelos has dangerous hands, though. And it's southpaw versus orthodox for this one. You see Angelos' quick leg kicks there.
Yamin, the taller of the two, standing with a very tall frame, blocking those kicks. Very composed. Reminds me a little bit of the same style of Singpayak, the way Singpayak, Maracha, but Chombung used to stand very composed and just block, and throw the kick off.
There's that kick coming off. And there's some of the kickboxing influence from Angelos is just like the very fast rat-a-tat hands.
Also that breathing. Yep. Instead of the old grunting that we do in Muay Thai. Oh, taking the back there. Beautiful swinging knee there from Yamin.
A little bit of a yelling, telling off to from the referee, but very fair. And you can see it, some of the life going out of Angelos' eyes after that.
Beautiful step-up knee, one of my favorites.
Yeah, something you talked about earlier in the day.
This is a very good fight right now. About less than a minute to go in the first round.
And muscled down to the ground there. You see some of our young fans there getting behind Yamin.
Very loud here in the stadium at Lumpinee.
Lumpinee, the Mecca Muay Thai, the Madison Square Garden of the East. It looks like a caravan, but it's built for our acoustics, so when the crowd gets behind an athlete, it really roars.
And it's certainly roaring here in this fight because I can hardly hear you, Matt, here in the commentary box. Oh, very beautiful rear hand there by Yamin PK Sanchai Muay Thai.
A very, very high-level fight here we have today. Oh, and a little bit of a punch after the bell. Angelos, bit of side-eye there.
Big fan base there in the corner of Yamin this morning. So let's have a look at some of the replays. Interlocking. Beautiful little elbow inside the clinch there from Yamin. Beautifully timed kick as well. Barely even breaking a sweat there, just lifting his hip up. Very long, lanky man, Yamin.
How do you have that first round scored, Joe?
For me, I'll give it to Yamin because of just the way he was staying composed, blocking a lot of Angelos' attacks. You know, Angelos, very high output, high volume, but not really many effective kicks there from him, I thought. What about yourself?
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that, Joe. I think that Yamin had a bit more effect. Angelos still dangerous, especially with those hands. He's fought very high-level athletes before. He fought Kulap Dum's younger brother, Tai, Sorjo Piku Tai, and rocked Tai at one Lumpinee. Or actually, I think It might have been a Fairtex fight. I can't quite remember. Good positioning here from Angelos. He got the knee to the back.
You see him trying to dig his chin into Yamin's sternum there, create a bit of discomfort there in the clinch. Oh, beautiful outside exit from the clinch there with that kick. Good end to the exchange there from Yamin, just showing the experience and the ring IQ.
The referee going down with the athletes there. You can see Angelos really fired up here.
Yeah, he's taking no nonsense this morning.
He's lost his last couple of fights, Angelos. Very, very high-level fights, but sometimes that can get into a fighter's head.
Oh, beautiful question mark kick over the top there. Not doing much damage, but beautiful nonetheless. Very, very slick work from Yamin. Some stalling clinch action there. Yeah, referee breaks him apart. Skipping in to get into the clinch again. Yamin flips, almost judo flips him to the ground.
Just a minute left here.
Beautiful teeps. Angelos trying to apply solid pressure there. Not quite doing enough to be effective. As you said, we've got to watch out for those hands. He's got some power behind those hands of his.
Oh, nice knee there from Angelos.
Yamin doing a very... Oh! I didn't see where that's come from.
I'm not sure where that came from, but that is a bad cut, and I wouldn't be surprised if the doctor or the referee brings Angelos over to the doctor. There's a lot of blood there.
About 10 seconds to go. The referee might just let it continue.
Yeah, it's a mask of blood there. Oh, it looked like that last hook might have rocked Yamin a bit. The blood coming down very fast. There's our cut-man Paco, a former fighter himself, looking after that cut.
Might just be up on the top of the hairline.
Yeah, it is high, but there's a lot of blood coming down. The issue, of course, is if the blood goes into the eyes.
Right, obstructing the vision. So we'll see how good the Vaseline job is. Whether it's enough to stop it in the third round.
You can see Paco in the corner really taking a look at that cut.
See Yamin very relaxed there in the corner. Just taking last-minute advices from his trainers. All the guys over there at PK Sanchai. Big crowd in Yamin's corner this morning. A lot of supporter shirts as well for Yamin. Very animated here at the stadium this morning. A lot of supporters. Good to see the crowds coming out here. I know it's hard to get out here on a Saturday morning, get out of bed. Here we are, round 3. Nice inside leg kick there from Angelos. Oh, big punch.
And you saw a big chunk of Vaseline fly off of Angelos' head. And Angelos is going hell for leather here.
I thought it was the mouth guard, but it was actually the Vaseline.
Yeah.
Beautiful teep there from Yamin.
Yamin going back and controlling Angelos here because Angelos was so busy with his flurry of attacks.
See him digging that head down.
Nice positioning there from Yamin.
Yamin looking up at the time. See how long he's got to pull something out of the bag here. Big jumping knee there from Yamin. Not quite finding its mark though.
Yamin has definitely slowed down here in this third round. The question is, can Angelos keep the pace up enough to take hold of this fight? The blood coming down.
Tape, right tape there. Oh no, left tape, sorry. Oh no, left tape. Big swing to the ground from Yamin. Looks like his budget is starting to cause him a little bit of
discomfort.
Annoyance. Oh, beautiful knee. Again.
Oh, and the blood really coming down Angelos' face. And looks like there might even be a second cut. 52 seconds left here.
Yamin just looking to stall and sit on the back and just relax. Oh, beautifully timed inside sweep there. I love that. I love that work there by Yamin.
And that sort of technique doesn't score a lot of damage, but in terms of secondary characteristics like ring control and craftsmanship, that definitely is there.
And it does play a part in the psychology of your opponent's mind too. It sort of makes them look a little bit silly. Here we are, about 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and Yamin taking a peek up at the clock.
Oh, nice.
Big head kick there.
Beautiful balance there by Yamin.
They're going a bit after the bell there. Very, very animated last few seconds of that fight. Which way do you have this one going, Joe?
I'm gonna say Yamin, just on the fact that he stayed composed and balanced. Angelos did a very good job of applying the pressure there in the third round. But I think the things like the cuts, that little sweep there that we saw making Angelos look a little bit silly on the ground. Some of the clinch control, I think Yamin might take this home. What about yourself, Matt?
I'm getting upstate from saying to judge the quality of your fortune telling, Joe.
Oh, we'll see if the stars are aligned this morning.
If you can beat my 17% of the time, being 100% accurate.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completion of all 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28. For the winner, in the red corner, Yamin PK Sentai Muay Thai Gym. ท่านผู้ชมครับเราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมากับความพิเศษของวันนี้นะครับนั่นก็คือการเปิดตัวนะครับ Season 2 ของ Road to One Thailand. Don't go anywhere.
Fairtex Fight มวยมัน
welcome back to Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme และนี่ก็คืองานแถลงข่าวการเปิดตัวนะครับ Road to One Thailand Season 2 นะครับบนเวทีนะครับกับเรานะฮะเรามีผู้บริหารของ Road to One Thailand Season 2 และมีแชมป์ของ Road to One Thailand Season 1 นะครับบนเวทีกับเรานะครับเราก็มีรองผู้ว่าการกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยฝ่ายการกีฬาอาชีพและกีฬามวยคุณธนุเกียรติจันชุมและประธานวันแชมเปี้ยนชิพประเทศไทยคุณปลายนะครับจีรีทัศน์แล้วก็กรรมการผู้จัดการวันแชมเปี้ยนชิพประเทศไทยคุณเปรมารีวัฒน์แล้วก็นักชกของเราที่ได้ชนะซีซั่น1ของเราแล้วก็ได้ประสบความสำเร็จในรายการวันนะครับนั่นก็คือเซเลสต์ฮันเซนเด็ดดวงเล็กที่เด็ด 99 และยอดภูผาวิมานแอร์ครับเดี๋ยวท่านผู้ชมนะครับเราจะพักกันสักครู่กลับมาออนไลน์นะครับสำหรับช่อง 7AG เราหมดเวลานะครับเราจะกลับมาออนไลน์นะครับในช่อง YouTube และ Facebook Fairtex Fight และ Terror Digital เราจะคุยกับผู้บริหารของเรานะครับถามเขาถึงซีซั่น 2 และเปิดตัวนักชกที่จะชกในรายการ Fairtex Fight Road to One Thailand Season 2 รวมถึงการจับฉลากประกบผู้มวยของแต่ละรุ่นครับสำหรับวันนี้นะครับผมมาร์คนะครับ Fairtex Fight มวยมันพัน Extreme we would like to thank ช่อง 7HD Terror Entertainment Fairtex การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยสนามมวยลุมพินียุทธสปอร์ตเกียร์ปุ๋ยท็อปวันเวเบอร์ตราตุ๊กแกและขอบคุณไทยวัสดุนะครับที่สนับสนุนมวยรอบ Road to One Thailand Season 2 เราจะกลับมาออนไลน์นะครับ YouTube และ Facebook ครับสวัสดีครับ
Fairtex Fight